Is it safe to travel to Naples? Italy braces for possible evacuations amid earthquakes. Residents have been warned that evacuations may be necessary if seismic activity continues. An area in southern Italy near Naples has experienced a spike in seismic activity in recent days. The Campi Flegrei, Phlegraean Fields, is a volcanic caldera near Naples, Mount Vesuvius, and Pompeii. The unstable landscape was rocked by a 4.4 magnitude earthquake on Wednesday night, which, along with an earthquake in May, was the strongest in 40 years. In May, hundreds of residents and inmates of a women's prison in the seaside town of Pozzuoli were evacuated and schools were closed. Residents have been warned that evacuations could be needed again if seismic activity continues. The government has allocated €500 million for evacuations and safety interventions such as strengthening buildings. If you're visiting Naples or the surrounding area, here's what you need to know. Campi Flegrei is an active volcanic crater and the largest in Europe. The supervolcano's last major eruption was in 1538. Now, the buildup of magma and gas beneath the surface is causing increased seismic activity. The area is experiencing a phenomenon known as bradysmosis, in which the ground rises and falls due to pressure beneath the surface. Although scientists say another eruption is unlikely in the near future, many of the roughly 500,000 people who live in the red zone immediately adjacent to Campi Flegrei say they live in constant fear. Campi Flegrei is about 20 kilometers, 12 miles from Naples. The southern Italian city has felt the quake, but there have been no fatalities or major damage to buildings. Vesuvius and the Pompeii Archaeological Park are also close to the volcano's crater. The red zone, where residents would be evacuated in the event of an eruption, includes the towns of Pozzuoli and Napoli. Several suburbs of Naples are also in the red zone, including Chiaia and Vomero. The rest of Naples is in the yellow zone, an area at risk of large amounts of volcanic ash falling during an eruption, while Vesuvius and Pompeii are outside that zone. In May, the UK Foreign Office updated its advice on travel to southern Italy. There are several active volcanoes in southern Italy. National emergency planning has been updated for Vesuvius and also the Phlegraean Fields, an area that is still active and could experience earthquakes in 2024. It advised travelers to follow the advice of local authorities in the event of an eruption. If you are planning to visit a red or yellow zone, make sure you are up to date with the latest information on the Civil Protection Agency website. Their advice on how to prepare for volcanic activity includes lava falls, volcanic bombs, and so far there have been no evacuations, but they could happen. The Italian government has set aside €500 million for evacuations and safety interventions such as strengthening buildings. In May, the Italian Civil Protection Department carried out a series of planned seismic evacuation tests in the region. The test involved residents of Pozzuoli and Bagnoli and simulated a, quote, Type 3 situation, the worst possible scenario in the event of an earthquake.
deadly avalanche bursts over the hills. Residents flee for their lives.